Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to you all. Good to see ya. What is up, lustful Jeeves, Fel, alias Babylon? How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone had a spectacular weekend. Ursempo, how are you today? Lucid, good to see you. Welcome. Oh, we're gonna have some fun today. I did some digging. I wasn't sure. I was like, what are we gonna play? There's lots of Elrond's Epiphanies. Like, what's something cool we can do in Standard? And I did some digging, and like always, infamous small Japanese tournaments strike again and come through not one, but two pretty spicy decks. So we're starting with new and improved post-rotation Treasure Storm. You probably remember a little bit of Treasure Storming before rotation. Well, this is similar plan, lots of treasures, lots of copying of treasures, some harness affinity action, hopefully winning by flipping a Smoldering Egg eventually. So this deck is really spicy. It's going to be really interesting. So that's deck number one. Deck number two, if we get to it, is oh wait, we can't call it that. All right, we gotta have more letters. Deck number two, if we get to it, is also pretty spicy. It is a 5-color Rakdos Treasure Dragon deck. The mana is fully Rakdos. Look at this mana base. It's even got Faceless Avids, but it's hoping to use Kaelin and Magda's and Shambling Gas to make a bunch of treasures. Those treasures can let us cast Imaris, can let us cast Tiamat's, can let us cast Old Nabod. So we got spice today. There is spice all around in Standard today. So hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Yeah, the cake shirt is back. It's a cake kind of day. My boyfriend drove 8 hours to see me, so that made things wonderful. Ooh, that is sounds like a very good boyfriend, Majora. that is a long trip. That is a long trip. Betalin, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't tried just straight Jund Treasures yet, but I think it could be sweet. Hey, what's up, Zai? How are you? Good to see ya. So that's the plan for this afternoon. Treasure storming, maybe some dragon action, sweet Standard jank. Nabon Magda Chariot sounds like fun. Yeah, the dragon deck looks sweet too. I made my wife a Tiamat deck for an early birthday present. It's a lot stronger than I thought it would be. Yeah, Tiamat's actually really good. Dolby, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. I mean, yeah, that's a goal. If we're playing Standard, we're going max spice mode. So let's do our reminders, talk about what this deck's trying to do, jump into games, then we can talk about our weekends, we can talk about puppies, we can talk about worlds, we can talk about Squid Games, perhaps. Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 25th month. Thank you for the treasure. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. So yeah, I started watching Squid Games. How many of you have watched Squid Games? Don't spoil the ending. I'm not all the way done with it. I'm getting close, but I'm not all the way done with it yet. Squid Games is kind of insane. I was actually like super impressed with Squid Game. Yeah, Squid Game, super interesting. Worlds was also surprisingly interesting, and it had a lot of viewers. Yeah, probably try not to spoil the ending of Squid Games, because some people have not seen it yet, including myself. So yeah, I was happy. I wasn't sure if I was gonna watch it. Everyone was talking about it. I put on an episode, and it kind of just drew me in. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely watching all this. So Rainbow YouTube, that's we invite all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, Budget Magic, channeling our inner Richard, skeletal tribaling in Standard. It is up now on the YouTube. Check it out after the stream, perhaps, but it's a good one. It's a super fun Standard deck. So check that out. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, maybe some treasure stuff, maybe some dragons, maybe a Sunken Ruin or a Cruel Reality, it is Curses for Against the Odds this week in Modern. So we might be, who knows, maybe we're Cruel Realitying. You can get them at cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. Even get a free sticker. Let them know you want one. They'll hook you up. They're super cool like that. Excuse me, I'm like losing my voice. I need some. Let me get this massive gallon of water here. Richard always has fancy cups. I just have like a literal gallon. That's the way to do it. That's how you make sure you always got enough water around you. You just gotta have the gallon. Anyway, merch page. tokens, t-shirts, playmats. Good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciate every required $2 or more. Get your message right on stream. I might have missed it because I logged in late. Why does this run Harness Affinity when you can run Leer? Doesn't Leer do the same thing effectively? Well, now that the reminders are out of the way, let's talk about the deck. So what do we got in this deck? This is Treasure Storm, post-rotation Treasure Storm. So the idea of this deck, what are we trying to do? Well, we are trying to play a bunch of things that make treasures and draw cards. Seize the Spoils, Unexpected Windfall are the big ones. Also, Deadly Dispute to some extent to sack a treasure, draw more treasures, but we don't really want to just cast them. What we really want to be doing is copying them with Dual Strikes, copying them with Galvanic Iterations, because that gives us a ton of cards in a ton of treasures, and it essentially allows us to storm off in Standard. So we are copying these treasure spells to refill our hand, to make a ton of treasures. We can use those treasures for double mana with Goldspan Dragon. We get Storm Kiln Artists to make treasures as we are mage crafting and casting spells. Eventually, we can find Harness the Infinity to exchange our graveyard in our hand to do it all again. And then to win the game, we don't have a super straightforward win condition. The most likely way to win the game is Smoldering Egg. So what we want to do is Smoldering Egg, cast enough spells to flip it, and then continue our storming until we essentially Tendrils of Agony with Ashmouth Dragon our opponent out of the game. It's Standard Storm. It's straight up Standard Storm. Is Harness the Infinity better than Leer? I actually don't know. So Harness Affinity, the upside is it's an instant. And the upside is it gives us all the cards back immediately. I think the issue with Leer would be it can die. And if it dies partway through the combo, it's going to be really, really sad because we're going to want to flash back like our entire graveyard, including a bunch of sorceries. If our opponent can kill the Leer with like the first one on the stack, then all of a sudden our fun ends and it fizzles. I don't know if it's worth it. I know the other thing that I think is possible with this deck, and I'm not sure this is if this is right or not, but one thing we could try if we want to is wishing from the sideboard. The original build we played like months ago was a wish deck looking to wish into the Harness the Affinity and the other finishers from the sideboard. So we'll see. We're going to start with the infamous small Japanese tournament deck, and then maybe we update it as we go along. But we're just going to start with this and just see. Apparently, this deck went 3-0 in a very small, there is a sideboard, yeah, there is a sideboard. It's not a meme or dream. This actually apparently went 3-0 in an actual tournament. Sideboard, a bunch of discard, a bunch of removal, a bunch of counters, some Professor Onyxes, Turgid Shadow. I have not seen Turgid Shadow in Standard, but I wonder if that's actually playable. Double Edict, instant speed. I guess it gets rid of like Storm Breath. Or Goldspan rather. Let's do some Stormy. So did anyone watch Worlds? Yeah, that's the other thing I was wondering. Is that's a nice thing about the Wish plan. I don't know if we want to change it. Should we update it already before we even play it at all? The nice thing about the Wish plan is you can put all those things in your sideboard. It's got to be better. All right, let's just do the Wish thing. Let's. All right, so cut that. Add Wish. Add Harness the Infinity to the sideboard. Add Crackle with Power to the sideboard. I think this will end up making the deck better. I'm pretty sure. We probably don't need Turgid Shadow. I don't think Turgid Shadow is that good. And then we can add Wish to the main deck in some number. And go down like one Smoldering Egg. Let's try it like that. Let's try it like that. Dive-On! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. Yeah, we gotta. So this was a deck from an infamous small Japanese tournament. Not one that I actually built, but we added the Crackle with Power because it is a really good finisher. I was watching Reed and he was doing a Reed rant about the deck list that got leaked. Did anyone watch Worlds? Yeah, I mean the deck list getting leaked was definitely not ideal. That's for sure. But it is pretty watsy. It was funny because this weekend was also League of Legends World. Did any of you watch League of Legends? I felt like Worlds was very successful for Magic. Like, we had a lot of viewers. We got up to 50,000 viewers, which that's really good for a Magic tournament in 2021. Like, that's pretty impressive. So I was feeling pretty good about that. But then at the same time, on my Twitter, I would see people tweeting about League of Legends Worlds, and they're tweeting like, Lil Nas X, like, makes a song in a video specifically for League of Legends Worlds. And they're just like, it's like a whole different world that they're living in. Like, they're living in this world of like legit high level esports, and we're living in the world of Magic, where Worlds was really successful for Magic, but compared to like League of Legends, I still felt, I was just like jealous. I was like, why don't we have Little Nas X singing songs about singing songs about Magic Worlds? Like, how sweet would that be? We have a new donation from Dryce, $10 donation. Amazing timing. I was literally just saying how I was getting bored with my standard decks and want a combo deck. Let's see if it makes it on Arena. Well, we're going to find out. We are definitely comboing. This is as close to Storm combo as you could get in standard. Thank you for the donation, by the way, Dryce. Definitely appreciate it. Can't compare. Magic's just got to go at its own pace. I mean, that's true. That's definitely true. And I feel like Little Nas X is the devil. Oh, that whole situation cracked me up. Musicians have been doing the devil thing for like literally ever. Like, you can go back to the 60s and like if you listen to a Beatles song backwards, it's saying, you know, whatever, Satan is king or something like that's like, I did not understand why people freaked out about that. I really didn't. It's just like, to me, it was just like, oh, that's what musicians do. That's what musicians have done for a long time now. So I don't know why there was such a big freak out about that. Post Malone would be a good one. Or we could just get Magic players to do it, like LSV. Wait, no, Chapin. Chapin already did it. We forgot. Chapin already did it. Jason Mind Sculptor better than all. Still getting copyright strikes for playing that on the stream that one day. Don't forget Elvis and his tempting hip gyrations. Yeah, I mean, but that's just like, that's so music. So yeah, I don't know what the freak out was about. I really don't get it. You should make a song. Yeah, the Goldfish Band. We've been talking about it. Phil plays music a little bit. Krim played in bands. I played in bands. Tomer, we can get him like a triangle. I would imagine Tomer being a good triangle player. He would be like, or the woodblock, like in Arrested Development. Give Tomer the woodblock. I think he probably has a great sense of timing. I could totally see that. Tomer with the abacus. Yeah. Yes, Tomer shaking the abacus is too perfect. I want to say that I love your shirts. You have excellent taste in music. Well, thank you, Gremlin. I like the shirts too. What are we doing here? All right, so step one is living. 1, 2, 3. Huh. All right, play Malakari Birth. Oh, we need more red. We need red next turn. All right, Malakari Birth tapped. Go. Leave up Jari Disruption. So we want to start making treasures. We can Valakut Awakening to draw cards. We don't have any copying spells yet. What we really want to do is copy Unexpected Windfall. Like, that's the most explosive thing that we can do. Kind of hoping they just Azeka's Chariot and a Jwari Disruption. Okay. On second thought, we might be dead. Ooh, Reckless Stormseeker is a problem. Found your band on YouTube, but it's kind of hard to see in a lot of the videos. Yeah, there's a few janky videos floating around. Opponent hits us for a bundle. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. We're good. We're good. We're not dead. We're definitely not dead. Unexpected Windfall. I think. Oh, we're probably dead. We needed a sweeper. We need to hit Battle of Frost and Fire like now-ish. Ooh, past the turn. About it. Reckless Stormseeker is a legit card. I'd love to hear you guys cover Jason Mind Sculptor better than all. What other songs would work for a Magic album? There's gotta be some other good ones. There's gotta be songs that refer just to Magic that we could make work. Feel good at rapping. I wonder, maybe Richard would be the rap. What would Richard do in this, man? The Martin, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 10th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Are they all from live shows though? All the band t-shirts? Not all of them. Many of them are from shows. Some of them I've just picked up various places, online, thrift stores, here and there. Every time you reply to email, I'm amazed that you can actually do that. I really try to respond to every email someone sends me. I'm sure some get lost in the shuffle, but that's my goal. I figure if someone is taking the time to typing up their deck list and sending it to me in email, the least I can do is get back to them, even if it's just saying like, you know, sorry, I don't have a ton of time to like give you a full in-depth breakdown, but I like the deck. It looks cool. Thank you for sending it to me. So that's my goal. I really try to do that. Okay. So we got to win this turn, I guess. So Goldspan lets our treasures tap for 2. Is there a line to get out of this? Dual strike, unexpected windfall. Oh, if we could only get down. If we could only get down the Goldspan. I am John MTG. Well, wait, do we have a shot here? Okay, we got to think about this. Play the land. Goldspan, 4 mana. All right, Goldspan. Goldspan's our hopes and dreams. That is our chance. Treasures, tapping for 2. In this deck, Goldspan is a combo piece. It is allowing us to tap our treasures for more mana. Go to combat. No. Don't kill it. Don't kill it about it. If they kill it, it's going to be tough about it. Thinking, counting. What, they got a fight spell? Inscription? Dragonfire gives us a token. Okay, so dual strike. So we gotta try to do it now. Unexpected windfall. Discard. Valakut Awakening. Oh, that's a Battle of Frosted Fire. That's a Battle of Frosted Fire. But we don't have the mana. Oh no! Oh no, oh no. Oh no, we were so close. So we Prismari Command. Oh, we needed our opponent not to have Dragonfire. This Dragonfire is going to beat us. We try to improve the Tribal Memur Dream deck. Is there anything we can do here? Probably. That was a really cool deck. Well, the problem is we're in combat, right? Who knows what. I think, yeah, we're in combat. You never know on Arena since it doesn't really lay it out. Yeah, so we're dead now. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Oh, we were so close. The Bills looked super good. What do you think the punt was, Kioski? I'm curious. Our opponent having removal. that was brutal. That did get us. So opponent Gruul Epiphany, probably because everything's Epiphany. Shadow's Verdict. What do you think of the world's meta? Sailor Force, we have a new donation, $10 donation. I started a blog about Commander and random MTG stuff. I'd love if you could check it out sometimes and maybe leave a comment. It's bandswithothers.com. Thanks for all the awesome content you make. Well, Sailor Force, I will try to give it a look sometime. Thank you for the donation, and that's super sweet. More Commander blogs, the better, I think. All right. So Gruul cards. This deck is such a pile of things. Wow, we were really close. If our opponent did not have instant speed removal that could kill our Goldspan Dragon, I think we would have won. We at least had a shot to win if they didn't have it. Galvanic Iteration is like a huge deal for this deck. Okay, so what do we cut though? We'll bring in Shadow Verdict. Go down. Maybe one Prismari Command, try it like that. So what do you think of the world's meta? Like, how are you feeling about Standard right now? Like, the world's meta, there was the big conversation was, do you try to ban something like Alrund's Epiphany? If you look at the numbers, 62% of decks were Epiphany decks. That's a pretty high number. At the same time, Worlds is a pretty small 16-player weird meta style tournament. So I don't think you're going to see 62% on the ladder. Hopefully, oh my god, I hope not. That would be, oh, all right, we're definitely keeping this. We need red mana, but we're keeping this. Red mana triple. This is all of our treasure production. All of it in one if we get to it. We have another new donation. Ramflex. Hey, Seth, you mentioned about finding deck lists to fight the big ones right now in Standard. I have found a $12 Simic Kicker deck that does well a lot of the common decks. Perhaps a revisited non-budget version of the deck with a sideboard could be considered. Ooh, what's your, thank you for the donation, Ramflex. What's your list? I've done some kicking. I've done a bit of Simic kicking in my day. Should have banned Epiphany. I mean, the thing is, we got another set that's coming out in a month. So at least it's not, it might be less than a month now that it comes out on Arena. So at least we're getting changes soon. I think if we were not getting bannings or not bannings, if we're not getting a new set until January, then I might feel more like, okay, something's got to change because we got to deal with this for 3 months. I kind of feel like it's, oh no, that's not red mana. I kind of feel like it's okay to wait just because we have another set coming so soon. Oh yeah, Simic Kicker, yeah, that deck is really fun. Yeah, Innistrad Crimson Vow is right around the corner. Like, we should be starting spoiler season in 2 weeks, I believe. All right, red mana or death? We need red mana like right now. Well, okay. Red mana and also death. This thing flipping is just, it's so aggressive. That's fine. That's fine. We didn't want to live anyway. It releases November 19th. I think it's a little earlier than that in digital, but yeah, that's a paper release. I think it's like the 11th on Arena and Magic Online, which means we should start spoilers like the end of this month. Oh god. Oh god. Well, seize the spoils. This deck has quite a few tap lands by the looks. Discard. Opponent. The other thing is, opponents are gonna have counters because everyone's got to play counters to try to fight it. Yeah. Everyone's got to play counters to try to fight Epiphany, so we're gonna pick up on a lot of counters, I'm sure. I'm old school. I only play paper at my LGS. Ooh. Well, I mean, paper is sweet. That is probably the best way to play Magic. Something about the in-person, like, it's fun to be able to interact with your opponents. All right, opponent, Goldspan Dragon, goes attacking for a few million. Yeah, there's no way this hand wins from here. Prismari command, and all right. Not the best Treasure Storm start. That's okay though. Only one round. This is Depraz's deck. Yeah, I mean, I assume we're gonna see 62% Epiphany, 1% Depraz's deck. I mean, the Teamer deck. I was glad that a deck that wasn't an Epiphany deck made the top 4. Like, that was actually really, really sweet. I was afraid that would not happen, but we did get one. One managed to sneak its way in. I don't know. But if you look at the most top performing decks, it was mostly Epiphany decks. All right, we actually have Galvanic Iteration. Well, we'll keep this. I don't know about these Malakari bursts. I guess the idea is we like combo with Goldspan Dragon, turn them into a ritual kind of, but I wonder if it's worth it. Well, Tabland, go. Gonna need some treasure production, gonna need it soon. Podcast coming out after our stream ends. Well, Mountain go. Yeah, so once the stream ends, I upload the podcast. Yeah, I was glad that he made the top 4, or ended up second, right? Without playing Elrond's Epiphany. There had to be someone, a champion for the non-Epiphany players. Bona Jadars. Alright, well. Unexpected Windfall is good. That is good if we get to it. This Jadar's kind of beating us down about it. Village Rites, draw some cards. I still don't understand why there's never restrictions in Standard. It's always a zero-sum game. What do you mean by restrictions? Like restricting cards like vintage style? I think whether or not that would be a good thing, I think is really up for debate. One of the things that tends to happen in formats that do restrictions instead of bannings is they become about tutoring up your restricted cards. So, because the cards are still good. Yeah. Because the cards are still very powerful. So it's not like they... I'm having serious doubts that playing so many tap lands is a positive. I feel like both of our games so far, we've had a lot of issues with the fact that we were just playing all these tap lands, and I'm sure they're great, like, on turn 7, when we get a Goldspan down, and we can, like, target it with a Spike Field Hazard, but on the first, we're not getting to turn 7. We're just, like, getting run over instantly because we're playing mono tap lands. Opponent gets in with the zombies, decays. Also might need more Battle of Frost and Fires. I don't know. I guess we've played all creature decks so far, and not any Epiphany decks. Opponent makes a zombie. Alright, deck. Whoa! Oh my god, that's an untapped land. Well, play the land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no guarantee that we live. So we could Galvanic Iteration. Unexpected Windfall. Opponent's been religiously leaving up 2 mana, so they probably have a counter. That would get us back, what, 4 mana? How do we do this? Do we have a shot? Hey, what's up, Q-Tip? How are you? Yeah, I think we Goldspan. Attack you, hit you. Okay. Well, if we live and untap, we might be able to storm off. This might be our shot. This might be the standard treasure storm. Come on. Come on. Let's live. We're not dead on board. We are in a fragile spot. Opponent. Hey, what's up, Tequila? Where about you? Good to see ya. All right, opponent's going to kill it. Sure. Well, okay. Sack it. Draw cards, get our treasure back. Grows the champion. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Ugh, our treasure tapping for double mana would make this so much easier, down to 2. Well, okay. Can we literally win the game this turn? Emotive passes. 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, Galvanic Iteration. Galvanic Iteration. Unexpected Windfall. Discard Prismari Command. Here we go. I mean, this is it. Draw 6. Make 6 treasures. Not helpful. Not helpful. Not helpful. All right, so play the... Oh, that was fizzly. That was a bit fizzly. Okay. So. A sweeper would have been good. This only makes a treasure. Land. So the iteration sees the spoils. We get back 2 treasures. 4, down to 1, up to 3. Huh. I think we're just dead again. Well, I think for the immediate term, we either need to win the game or we need to... I mean, more powerful treasure production would have been the best. Like, this just costs... This just costs so much to make a treasure. We needed another unexpected windfall, maybe? Goldspan. Yeah, another unexpected windfall or a sweeper would have been good. Well, now we're dead. Just all the Skeletor big budget magic, make it Sultai and Pop-It Stitcher. Then with the blue, you could play Elrond's Epiphany. Elrond's Epiphany. I think Elrond's Epiphany is officially banned on the stream and on the YouTube. It's officially banned. Not banned in real Magic, but I don't know. Do you want to see Epiphany decks? I assume that people don't want to see Epiphany decks. Did I see Dev's video about Epiphany? I did not have a chance to actually watch it. I saw that Dev made a video about Epiphany. So here's my take on Epiphany. Should Epiphany be banned? Maybe. Also, the podcast coming up later today, this is one of the things we discussed. My immediate take is not right now. Would I be upset if they did ban it? No. But my feeling is we have a new set coming out in 3 weeks. I think a month from today, it'll release online. Like, literally 4 weeks. And half of that time is going to be during spoiler season. I kind of lean towards just waiting. The only concern I have is I don't think that I'm not sure how it becomes bad. Like, the Is It shell is so strong, even outside of Epiphany, that I'm not sure how it becomes... Like, what could they print in Innistrad Crimson Vow that is suddenly going to make those decks not good anymore? And I don't know an answer to that. I don't have an answer to that. I don't know if the card exists, like, that they could fix it. So my feeling is we got to set in a month. Probably no reason to ban it right this second, although if they did, I would not complain about it. But I would not be at all surprised if they end up banning Elrond's Epiphany eventually. What do you think of people pointing the finger at Galvanic? I think those people are insane. Like, really? Like, are people really pointing their finger at Galvanic iteration? To me, that's kind of a insane, absolutely insane argument. Like, because, well, for several reasons, but the winning deck, the best deck that took down the tournament, went undefeated in Standard, not even playing it. It's a dragon deck. Like, it is a dragons. If you ban Galvanic iteration, it does literally nothing to stop something like Is It Dragons. What I could see, and I do think there could be, we should play something. Hang on. Play this on red. Foretell. So I don't think banning Galvanic iteration is even something I would consider. I could see an argument for expressive iteration. That is kind of the glue that holds the decks together. And really, even if you ban Epiphany, the Is It shell is still going to be really strong. I think Epiphany gets a lot of the hate because people don't like losing extra turn spells because it is really obnoxious. But even if Elrond's Epiphany didn't exist, I think that the Is It shell would still be one of the best shells going in Standard because the support cards are so good. You get really good removal, you get the dragon stuff, you get divide by zeros, you get good counters, you get expressive iteration. So I'm actually not sure how much of the Epiphany hate is actually Epiphany's fault and how much of it is all the really powerful cards around Epiphany that's causing the problem. But so yeah, I would not push for a banning at this point. At this point, I'm pretty happy to wait for the next set to come out. Crusta back. What do you think? Like, do you want to see a banning right now? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. It's a response I keep getting when I bring up Elrond's Epiphany. I feel like people clutching onto Epiphany. Target opponent. Huh? Wow. Okay. Well, there goes all of our gold spans. Wow, this is going... Well, we are playing a really, really, really janky deck. I need to move to... I need to move to Japan and play infamous small Japanese tournaments where apparently this deck is top tier and in a legitimate deck in the format. How is the Japanese... I've never really figured out. Hey, what's up, Broden? How are you? How is the Japanese meta sometimes so much different than the North American meta or even the European meta? Opponent gets in with the zombie. Well, we need to draw some card draw, and we need to draw it very soon. Opponent passes. That's not card draw. Well, okay. Spike Field Hazard. Go. Need some card draw. We need some card draw. Jadar. Sure. Exile it. Oh, okay. Treasure card draw off the top, please. Opponent. But it's like, it seems like the Japanese meta is normally better than the North American meta. At least better for someone who like me, who likes to see interesting brews be successful. I feel like it's been like this for years. That's where the whole infamous small Japanese tournament comes from. Like decks that I really like that I don't think I would have ever seen compete in tournaments in North America actually do really well in Japanese tournaments sometimes. And that's not even including the innovation of like Japanese pro players. Like there's been many, many, many pro tours where a Japanese team or a Japanese player like just brings something no one is expecting and it does really well and kind of crushes the event. All right, Papa Stitcher. Yeah, having to discard both of our dragons was not ideal. Opponent gets in. Well, the nice thing about our deck is like a true combo deck, we are doing literally nothing, so we're giving our opponent a chance to play all of their cute synergies without having to worry about us interacting with them and doing good things. Goldspan Dragon. Resolves. We go attacking. Opponent. Infernal Grasp. Alright. Sure, opponent gets to draw a card. I just want one Treasure Storm win. One time. Where can I send you a deck list? I have a Golgari list I think is good against turns. Saffron Olive at mtggoldfish.com is probably the easiest way. Where do you get information about the Japanese meta? So there's a few places that publish deck lists. From Japanese tournament. The best place, or well, traditionally the best place, as far as getting it directly from a... Wow, okay. Well, Sweeper Death. Papa Stitcher. Okay. Battle of Frost and Fire, please. Please, please, please. Pota gets it. Hits us, decays. All comes down to this top deck. The Hallelujah website actually does a metagame page and shows their tournaments. We publish some of the deck lists from Japanese tournaments by Goldfish. MTG Top 8 publishes some. So there's definitely several places that you can find Japanese decks. Hey, what's up, Winzo? How are you? Opponent. All right. Oh, Battle of Frost and Fire one time. All right. Well, this was not the one. We're gonna give it another shot. We are gonna Treasure Storm. It's gonna happen. It's gonna. Is this Flump 2.0? Are we going to do this for 48 hours? 48 hours of losing with Treasure Storm. All right. We're going to get it. What happened to Ren and 7? And why do you think we didn't see any play at Worlds? So I think that the Worlds meta was, oh dear. Well, we found the Battle of Frost and Fire. We'll see if we're in a matchup where it matters. Well, Valakut Awakening, go. So I think the World's meta Players built their decks with the expectation that Epiphany was going to be a huge percentage of the meta. So I think that would explain a lot of the lack of Wrens. I want to foretell, but Azeka's Chariot just beats us. I guess we gotta wait. So that would be my guess. Opponent. Well, Felidar Retreat. Worth countering. Now we will foretell. And yeah, Valakut Awakening. Yo, come on. Come on. We're getting close. We got the Stormkiln Artist. Can we avoid getting run over by a Wren or a Chariot boat? It plays a White Source. Huh. I feel like a cat probably would have been better there, but that is fine. We will not complain about not getting catted. Well, there's a Stormkiln. Past the turn. We're getting things set up. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Wait, what are we getting butted for now? Root Royal Creeper. Has anyone tried Teamer turns? You get Epiphany, Red removal, Dragon's counter spells. Yeah, we were kind of joking about that on stream like a week ago, that there's probably a deck where you just throw all that stuff together is going to be busted. All right, opponent has Fateful Absence, gets and hits us. Land on blue and Goldspan Dragon. Make a treasure. Oh, we're so close. If we can draw one big card draw spell, we might be able to combo here. Opponent down to 16. Only one card in hand. No festivals, please. Please, no storming the festivals. Land. Pumps the dorks. Goes to combat attacks. Copying this is fine, but it's not super exciting. Prismari Command. Ooh, okay. Okay. How can we do this? Prismari Command. I mean, we could just sweep, I guess. Oh, I think we got a shot here. Oh, let me see, Daifon. I think we got a shot. Yeah, Slogurk is one of my favorite cards from the set. Okay. We gotta not die, obviously. I'll go to combat, hit you with Goldspan, get a treasure. Oh, I think we just have to Battle of Frosted Fire. Yeah, Battle of Frost and Fire. Sweep the board. Play the land. Pass the turn. This could give us some card draw in 2 turns. And we get to scry. Land for our opponent. Makes a cat. Okay. I got a good feeling. About this. We draw a Smoldering Egg. That's one of our finishers. Malakari Births to the bottom. Goldspan Dragon. Actually, Prismari Command, Goldspan Dragon. No. Goldspan Prismari Command. Play the Smoldering Egg. Pass the turn. Oh, I think we're going to get to see it. I think we might get to see it. Oh, the puppy's at a puppy play date at the moment. The puppy, I'm going to try to do a puppy cam. The challenge is it'll probably mostly be a sleeping puppy cam, or the puppy will be doing active puppy things, which makes it harder to keep a cam on him. Okay. So this is the turn where we need to win. So we untap. Trigger. Goldspan Dragon. Trigger. Discard Battle of Frost and Fire. Go to combat. Hit ya. Get a treasure. Dual strike. Deadly Dispute. Trigger. Double it. Draw 4. Another Deadly Dispute. Okay, Galvanic Iteration. Oh, we're gonna get there, I think. Galvanic Iteration. Copy it. Deadly Dispute. Sack it. Flip the egg. Seize the spoils. Wait, can we clone it? Red, red, blue, blue. Okay. Red, red, blue, blue. Flashback Galvanic Iteration. Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Galvanic Iteration. Oh, and a bonus scoops it up. A bonus scoops it. Okay. That was Treasure Storm. That was the Treasure Storm. We need... Is there GoPro Puppy? Is that a thing that actually exists? Is that a thing that actually exists? I was thinking that if there was a way we could have the puppy just like have the camera on it, that would be perfect. I don't know how to keep it on the puppy though. Just like a camera on the sleep. Well, how about a camera on the sleeping puppy? Is that worth watching? Like, is that good enough to actually have as a puppy cam? I feel like, how do other people execute puppy cams in a way that you actually see the puppy? That's the challenge. Can we play 4 eggs? I mean, you could. That is a possibility. I mean, I think the question is whether egg or wish is a better way to win the game. Smoldering Egg dies, but it's also a blocker in the early game. Wish doesn't die to creature removal, but it only does stuff when we're comboing off, really. I do think that more sweepers would be good. 2 Battle of Frost and Fires. We might just need 4. How many lands are in this deck? 16. And then all the MDFCs. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I don't know about these 4 Malakari bursts. The Malakari bursts are really weird to me. All right. Run it like that. If the puppy is in a room, there are cameras that can follow movement. Oh, whoa, that's pretty high tech for me. So wait, so you just put the camera and it'll just like follow it around? Huh. Okay. I mean, something like that could work. Bear is not a pen kind of puppy. Bear needs to roam. He needs to be free. But seriously though, I don't think he would do well being penned up. I mean, he'd probably be fine, but he's definitely, I think, most happy when he can just kind of be Bear. Hey, what's up, Atari? How are you? Ouch, Yoda man. Did you ever consider a reverse random week for Commander Clash with 66 RNG cards and selecting your commander afterwards, like Sealed of sorts? Oh, so get like generate 66 random cards and then after you get the cards, get a commander for the end? That would be interesting. I can honestly say I've never considered that, although it is a kind of neat sounding idea. You know what? Let's just seize the spoils. Discard Wish. Okay, we hit the land. Ooh, and a copying spell. Okay. What do you got, opponent? That's 3 counters on the egg. Opponent. Felidary Retreat. Makes a cat. Sure. Run in 7. Pretty strong. All right. All right. All right. All right. So. So. How long do we live here? So we can't Galvanic Iteration Windfall this turn. This would flip the egg. Oh, we should probably just Battle of Frost and Fire. Yeah, this doesn't feel good, but I think we gotta. All right. Yeah. Sweep the board. I mean, it gets rid of the Wren too, and it gets rid of the Tree Folk right now. We lose our egg, but that's fine. That's fine. Battle of Frost and Fire coming through. What are we playing for the MDFCs for here? I missed the tech of this build. The MDFCs is a good question. Some of them. I mean, some of them I think are good. Some of them I'm really not sure why we're playing, like all these Malagari Bursts. I think the idea is to like turn them into rituals targeting Stormbreath Dragon, but still that plan is just really, I don't know. The plan is pretty janky, pretty janky. We'll keep one land. Foretell the Dual Strike. Play the Shipwreck Marsh. Pass the turn. Set up for next turn, hopefully being the big combo turn. Raza Raphael, amazing. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Can we win the game this turn? So we draw the Ridge. We play the land. Dual Strike. Unexpected Windfall. Discard. Draw 4. Okay. The answer is no. No, we cannot win the game this turn. Also, I'm honestly amazed that not a single mono green deck made it into the top 4. Yeah, I mean, everything that wasn't Epiphany pretty much underperformed. At least that was my impression of Worlds. Epiphany decks did well. Green did bad. White did bad. It's Epiphany's world. About it. Do you think they should keep... I wrote an article yesterday on the website talking about extra turn spells in Standard. And my feeling is kind of... whether or not they... Alright, so opponent does not have a counter. That's good to know. Whether or not they end up banning... Elrond's Epiphany in Standard... I think they clearly shouldn't keep printing extra turn spells in Standard. I think we have moved past the age of Magic where extra turn spells are safe to print in Standard. Deadly Dispute, draw some cards. Lots of tap lands. Untap. Okay, so Galvanic Iteration. Galvanic Iteration. Land. Galvanic Iteration. Copy it a few times. Unexpected Windfall. Discard a Spike Field Hazard. Yes. Draw 8. Make 8 treasures. That was good storming. Okay, we gotta seize the spoils. That's good. So... Storm Breath. Go attacking. Get a treasure. Opponent down to 16. Blue, red. Blue. Actually, let's stick with red. Galvanic Iteration. Galvanic Iteration. What a turn! Does this lead to us winning the game? We'll see, but what a turn. Sees the spoils. Discard the land. We're going. We're off to the races. Clone it. Not good. Also not very good. Well, okay. Craig this for red. Ritual. Now we're seeing the MDFCs pay off. Ritual. Hit it. Craig this for black. Ritual. Craig this for blue. Ritual. Hit the dragon. Make a treasure. Okay. Smoldering egg. Valakut awakening. Counters off the egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put him to the bottom. We kept a land accidentally. Oh, there's unexpected windfall. That's big. That's big. That's big. Unexpected windfall. We're still going. We're still going. Discard the Battle of Frost and Fire. Make some treasures. Flip the Ashmouth. Seize the spoils. Discard a land. Ping ya. Oh. Well, okay. We're still going. Prismari command. Hit the dragon. Make a treasure. Yes. Shock ya. Oh, we can't quite win. Wait, why didn't our... Oh, it doesn't work! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no, we MDFC'd ourselves. The MDFC plan doesn't actually even work. Who built this deck? Oh, so the thinking that all the MDFCs were in the deck so we could target our own Goldspan repeatedly, it kind of works a little, but it doesn't actually work all the way because eventually you're going to kill it even through the MDFCs. Opponent gets a Doom Scar. Sure. I think that was a deck building, but I don't think Epiphany really needs a ban yet. I really would not underestimate Crimson Vow. We'll see a slew of vampires and serious answers. I mean, I'm in the wait for the next set camp when it comes to bannings. At the same time, I'm also not convinced that there is a clean and easy way to not have it be the best deck in the format. We'll see. But I definitely agree that I am fine with waiting for Innistrad Crimson Vow. All right. Keep storming. Sack. I mean, this has went kind of well. Copy it. Draw cards. Unexpected windfall. Discard. Cathard. Oh! Opponent gives up. They give up. Opponent got stormed. I mean, that's what the deck can do. So that wasn't the full-on tutor from the sideboard kill, but you could see the explosive storm style of the deck. Like, we did storm off in standard there. Oh, I think we can improve it. What do you think about the Malakar Rebirth plan? This deck actually works well as a Rakdos Artisan deck. So Artisan is only commons and uncommons? So you'd lose Goldspan Dragon. Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of the treasure stuff. How do you finish the game? I wonder how you finish the game with commons and uncommons. Like, I could see most of the support pieces definitely working in Artisan. What's a finisher in Artisan? That's my question. Oh, Kazul's Fury? Yeah, that makes sense. Make a big Stormkiln artist. Yeah, I could see that being good. You should try out my Storm the Festival deck at some point. See if you have more success than I do. Ooh, you should send me your list again, Rizix. What is your Storm the Festival decks? I'm trying to remember. I get so many. One of the weird things about sending deck lists is the names in the email aren't always the same as the Twitch names. And the names on Goldfish are sometimes different too. So it's hard to keep track of all the deck lists and match the names with the people in Twitch chat. Do we want to change anything? I mean, the deck is cool. Kazul's Fury. I mean, Stormkiln is really powerful in this deck. How many lands are we actually playing with all these MDFCs? There's 16 lands. So that's 20 lands. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 lands. I am not sold on Malakari Birth, like, at all. I think we go down the Malakari Burst. The Spikefield Hazard's probably fine. More Stormkiln artists. Kazul's Fury is sweet with Stormkiln artists. Like, that is another way to win the game. Can we go just one wish? So now we have 16, 23, 24, 25 lands. How greedy are we? Maybe something like this could work. This might be more Battle of Frost and Fires. Or maybe we just feel like we want more Battle of Frost and Fires because we keep playing creature decks and we're not going to always play creature decks. What about Splash for Lotus and extra land drop? I don't know if we're built around Lotus enough, honestly. Like, I feel like we need the treasures more than we need an extra land drop. I mean, I guess any extra mana is good, but Inferno with a Star Mount would be good in this. Yeah, Malakari. Wait, you think Malakari Birth is better than Spikefield Hazard? Interesting. I think my argument for Spikefield Hazard is we don't really need the black mana. The deck, I guess it has a lot of black. The other thing I want to try in this deck, and it might, is actually Vadric. I feel like Vadric could be insane. We should just add Vadric. Zorn. Yeah, Zorn could be cool too. I guess there's a lot of different possibilities with this deck. Because Zorn would be good. That could be a good option. Oh, let me see Drizix. Oh yeah, I remember that. The Moriat combo deck. Yeah, I mean, Moriat combo's really sweet when it goes off. All right, pass the turn. Actually, do we want this to flip? Suspicious Stowaway. No blue mana is annoying. I guess we probably don't want it to flip. Bottom. Oh, okay. Enjoy disruption. So many the curse of the tap lads. Yeah, that is a fun idea, Dregs. Definitely. I like the finishing plan of Sloggerk and Willowgeist. I think it's a cool way to get around the fact there's no Thassa's Oracle. And I like that they offer a bit of a backup plan. You can just Heraldry Night Elves to mill some cards and maybe grow your stuff. I think that's cool. Yeah, when we've played this in the past, when it goes off, it's sweet. But how consistently it goes off is another question altogether. Not always all that consistent because you've seen a lot of pieces. What about Burgie? Yeah, I mean Burgie could potentially be good in the deck. Another way to make mana. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of... We'll have to look at it more in depth as far as brewing. There's a lot of possibilities with it within the Treasure Storm plan. Mustache Merge, welcome. Mustache Merge, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for... Oh, boy. Oh. Betting on Treasure Storm is a risky plan. Opponent's playing last week's Against the Odds deck, I think. Wow, we can't even kill this Lord of the Forsaken. Bad news about your bet. A tiny bit of bad news about your bet. We might be dying. So Goldspan can't even attack because they Lord of the Forsaken. This doesn't kill anything. Well, okay. Goldspan go. Oh, okay, yeah, opponent. Baleful Mastery kills a Goldspan. Without double mana, I don't think we can win this turn. We're losing to our last... Oh, Against the Odds deck. Opponent. Land. Well, maybe our Against the Odds deck's better than... than Treasure Storm, at least. I guess that's a good thing in its own way. Galvanic Iteration. Well, here we go. We don't got a choice. We gotta go for it. About it. Are they playing main deck counters? Bonus thinking. You shut off the stream. Oh, it's you, Jolly Flying Man. Well, good luck. Yeah, Battle of Frost and Fire is just a dead card. Trigger. Make some treasures. Lord of the Forsaken's big. I wonder, do you think Lord of the Forsaken will ever be like legitimate top tier card in Standard? I wonder if it could. So he makes some treasures. Yeah. And die. Like, I mean, Dual Strike sees the spoils, but then we don't just... we don't have enough of anything to do anything. Tarmogoyf Flows, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup tier for you. Thank you. Well, we know what our opponent's doing. They're playing last week's Against the Odds deck. They're old gnawbonesing. I guess just Shadow's Verdict. I feel like Vadric could be really sweet in this deck. What would be the single best addition? It might just be Vadric. It doesn't reduce the cost on Galvanic Iteration Dual Strike, though. I guess it does on the flashback. I kind of want to try Vadric. Yeah, Skeleton Tribal turned out really sweet. I think for a budget deck. New computer and figure out your old Twitch info. Yeah, I do that on occasion. Just have everything, all the passwords and stuff are saved on the computer, and then when you have to change, things go a bit poorly. I feel like you need better sweepers. Yeah. Oh, that's yeah. Duress on the sideboard. That sounds like something we do. About it. Well, tap land, go. Come on, mana, please. Use Geist Wave to self-target Goldspan. What is Geist Wave? Return target non-land permanent to his owner's hand. If you control it, draw a card. I mean, I think targeting Goldspan with our own stuff is a sweet plan. I don't know about targeting with Geist Flame. I feel like returning it to our hand is probably not super ideal. Wow, we really need to hit some lands. And we really need to hit those lands in the near future. Preferably like this turn. Opponent gets in, hits us, gets a loot. Suspicious Stowaway is such a good card that no one plays about it. Soul Shatters. Well, that is technically a land. Well, spoils. Discard Galvanic Iteration. Draw some lands past the turn. About it. Okay. Things are maybe looking up here. Plays a land. Uh-oh. Are we getting reanimated? Goes to combat. So we can Unexpected Windfall, clone it. Down to 18. Opponent gets to loot. Come on. Come on. Hey, Seth, we just had to put my cat down and your stream's really up. Cheer me up. Oh, with your enthusiasm. Thank you. Well, Velocikitty, I'm so sorry. That is... I couldn't imagine how hard that's gotta be. Yeah, well, I'm glad the stream might be helpful in cheering you up, but yeah, that sounds super hard. I'm sorry. Huh. Well, Stormkiln Artist. Pass the turn. Oh, if we can untap with Stormkiln Artist, we can do things. Like maybe win the game things. Whether or not we can do it, that's another question. Opponent untaps. They have done many loots. Oh, did your sub jump? Ooh, sometimes there's a delay. Unless I missed it. Hopefully I didn't miss it. I don't think so. Ah, there it is. With a bit of a delay. Cool car. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent gets in, hits us. Yeah, sometimes with subs, Twitch gets a little delayed. About it. Looting. Okay, Diagraph Rebirth. We just need the Stormkiln Artist to live. Well, okay. So opponent rests their own board. I guess this is fine. We got another Stormkiln. I assume that means our opponent doesn't have much more removal because they don't want to wrap their own board there. Stormkiln Artist, go. Come on. One time, untap with the Stormkill. Oh, Soul Shatter. All right. Opponent does not want to get stormed, apparently. And oh, we had 2 storm kills and they killed them both. The toady back. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, land on red. Dual strike. Unexpected windfall. Discard. Copy it. Alright, well, we're slowly running our opponent out of cards as they counter all of our spells. That's one way to do it. Just cast enough spells that eventually your opponent runs out of counters. That seems to be our technique here at the moment. Opponent prospers, Innkeeper, sure. 1 card in hand. We have almost eaten through all the... At least the old Sticky Fingers deck was sweet. Like, that was a pretty sweet deck. Yeah, Worlds did have some really sweet games. Opponent, old Sticky Fingers. Gain some life. Well, it's almost our turn to have fun. Galvanic Iteration. Hit you, get a treasure. Down to 19 past the turn. Next turn, we're probably going for it. About it. Land. Diagraph Rebirth. Sure. I mean, we're going for it. We're going for it. Poda hits us. I think it's Storm Tide. Poda passes Valakut Awakening. Hit you with a Goldspan. All right, let's cast some Galvanic Iterations. Galvanic Iteration. Galvanic Iteration. Seize the spoils. Discard Valakut Awakening. Double copy it. Okay, there's the windfall. There's the windfall. That's what we want to see. Well, blue, blue. Blue, blue. Oh, this is going to be sweet. Are we going to mill ourselves to death? Maybe. Red, 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 red. Red, red. Red, red. How many cards? 34? Okay, we should be fine. So, Galvanic Iteration. Galvanic Iteration. Galvanic Iteration. And now we make some treasures. Unexpected windfall. Discard Juari Disruption. 8 treasures. 8 cards. We're getting close. We need to find a wish, I think, is the missing piece. Well, there's a wish. Stormkiln. Crack for red. Spikefield Hazard. Can we get the wish kill? Yes, we're targeting Goldspan. 2 treasures. Thank you. Spikefield Hazard. Target that. Goldspan Dragon. 2 treasures. Thank you. Crack this for red. Seize the spoils. Discard a land. Get back our treasures. Red, red. Neoduck. Welcome to the fishbowl for the 34th. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To the bottom. Draw some new cards. Okay. Unexpected windfall. Discard Battle Frost and Fire make some treasures. Deadly Dispute. Sack a treasure, make some treasures. Let's do it again. Deadly Dispute. Sack a treasure makes. What a turd! What a turd! Sack a treasure makes some treasures. One more time. One more time. Let's go one more time. Deadly Dispute. Sack a treasure makes some treasures. Okay. Well. Unexpected windfall. Discard Haunted Ridge. Velocity! Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so. We're not on the eggplant at the moment. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We just gotta not get milled out. Seize the spoils. Make some treasures. Now we might as well do this one more time. Spikefield Hazard. On the Goldspan. Make some treasures. Oh, this is where the real fun begins. Stormkill number 2. Wish. Make some treasures. Wish. Harness Infinity. Yeah. Yes. Oh, and our opponent gives up. We got him. Excuse me. Wow, that was spectacular. That was it. That was the dream. That was the full-on best storm kill that we've ever had. Oh, that was so good. Are they probably not already dead with Wish? I mean, if we're playing standard Storm, we're not just trying to kill people. We're trying to annihilate people. So if our opponent was already dead, that's not actually super relevant to what we're trying to do. So how does this deck win? So you got to see a lot of the combo there. Copying the treasure making spells a whole bunch of times over and over and over again. Eventually, we have 2 ways of winning the game. Way 1 is we have a smoldering egg. We flip it as we're casting those spells. It just burns our opponent out. Way 2 is we wish. We normally wish for harness the affinity. Then we can recast all the treasure stuff from our graveyard. Then at the end of that, we can wish from our graveyard to get Crackle with Power, and Crackle with Power for like 40 damage or something at our opponent's face. So those are the two pathways that I cast to victory. But mostly we're trying to sling spells. We're trying to treasure storm, more or less. Yeah, the Crackle with Power would have been the next tutor target after we replayed our graveyard. It's not super consistent, but wow, is it fun when it goes off. Like, when it goes off, it is so good. Oh yeah, Lily in the sideboard could be a good wish target. Take the wish. Opponent. All right, we're a little wish heavy at the moment. About it. I mean, our opponent, I think, apparently... our opponent was in the stream, so I think that's why they actually let us combo for a while, rather than just scooping. I don't think a random opponent probably would have sat there that long. No, so this is an infamous small Japanese tournament deck, not one that I built. We've made a couple of upgrades. We might still do some more updating as we go along. We get off to some slow starts. That is for sure. Well, Dwyer Disruption, go. All right. A way to make a treasure so we can cast Deadly Dispute to make more treasures. Itmiss, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Opponent gets it. Hits us. Well, land on blue. Do nothing. Go. I'm trying my best for you, Rooker Dog. We actually won that game. We got a game win. That should count as a win of the bet. I think with a deck like this, winning a game in spectacular fashion, that should count as a win. Thermal Alchemist could be a win condition, similar to Dragon. Opponent goes to combat, hits us. The whole Meat Hook X0. Well, okay. Land on a red. Galvanic Iteration. Please don't counter this. Spoils. Discard a wish. Draw some new cards. Alright. Not bad. Now pass the turn. We really need the one that makes two treasures. Hey, Dogamith! How you doing? Good to see ya. I am so stubborn. If you build this, or any long combo deck can plan against me, I will stay and make you finish. I mean, that's a reward, not a punishment. If I'm storming off like that, I want to finish. So I would not be upset if you made me play it out, honestly. That's the fun of it with a deck like this. Galvanic Iteration. Seize the spoils. Discard a... Huh. What are we discarding? Spike Field? We can discard Shipwreck Marsh. I mean, we're going to draw 4. We'll hit a land. Worst case, we can play the Spike Field as a land. Ooh, okay. Draw some cards, play the land. Pass the turn. Opponent adapts. Oh, this is close. This is going to be close. Innkeeper. Gain some life. Opponent hits us. Down to 9. Oh, well. Battle of Frost and Fire. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, get rid of an Innkeeper. Spike Field Hazard. We're down to 9, though, and there's a Meat Hook Massacre. Not feeling very safe where we're at right now. About it. More Innkeepers. They just keep coming. Gains life. We could use a gold span. Double treasure mana would be huge. That would be so helpful. Opponent passes down to 6. Oh, well. Galvanic Iteration. Dual Strike. Deadly Dispute. Draw some cards. Draw some cards. None of those win us the game. None of those win us the game either. Where's our gold span? Where is our gold span? I really don't want to spend all of our treasures. Shadow's Verdict. Oh, okay. Okay, not dead yet. Pass the turn. The hope is still here. We still got a chance for the storm kill. Opponent, land. Passing. I'll play Smoldering Egg. Play the land on blue. Galvanic Iteration. Counters off the egg. Opponent kills it. That's fine. That is super fine. Deadly Dispute. Sack it. Actually, let's just seize the spoils. Seize the spoils. Discard Spikefield Hazard. Make some treasure. Draw some cards. Oh, there's a Fury. Oh, Unexpected Windfall. That's a good one. That is a good one. Pass the turn. Discard. Battle of Frost and Fire. Oh, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get the full combo here. About it. Isn't Owen the guy who got pseudo banned from playing professional Magic? Oh, wait. What, Owen? Oh, Owen Turnwald. Yeah, I think he did get some sort. Yeah, the details on that whole situation were murky, but yeah, there was something along those lines. All right, land on red. Okay, this is our big turn, I think. Dual Strike. Galvanic Iteration. Copy it. Galvanic Iteration. Copy it. Again. Galvanic Iteration is a legit card. Okay. Autopay. Yeah, let's get rid of Valakut Awakening. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Yeah, I don't remember if Owen got, like... There was so many scandals there for a minute. Too many to keep track of all the individual scandals, but... I don't remember if Owen got, like, officially banned or not, honestly. He definitely is no longer playing Magic and got kicked out of the MPL, but I don't actually remember the... He very well may have, but I don't actually remember all the details of whether or not his name is actually on the ban list. And the ban list I don't think is even public anymore, so it's hard to keep track of that specific aspect of it. All right, gold's bad. Deadly Dispute. We're out of cloning spells. Actually, let's Smoldering Egg. Now, Prismari Command. Ping it. Treasure. Get a treasure. Unexpected windfall. Discard a land. I mean, we're going off at instant speed. Oh, well, this is an instant too. Okay. Galvanic iteration. We're doing this all with the removal spell on the stack. Galvanic iteration. Unexpected windfall. This is with the removal spell for Goldspan on the stack. We're going off at instant speed. Double copy. Make some treasures. Okay, sure. Well, Goldspan down. 9 cards in our deck. That's not a ton. Goldspan. Stormkiln Artist. Deadly Dispute. Sack the Smoldering Egg. Make some treasure. Prismari Command. Ping it, make a treasure. What a turn. What a ridiculous turn. Yup. Make a bunch of treasure. 3 treasure. 7 cards in our deck. Stormkiln Artist. Valakut Awakening. Can we do it without timing out? Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat at the moment. Try not to time out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the bottom. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the bottom. Draw some cards. Deadly Dispute. Sack the treasure. Oh, what a turn. What a turn. Is this where we just have to pass? Maybe. Yeah, pass the turn. Oh, we get to get in with the Goldspan. I forgot. We hadn't even attacked. Okay, hit our opponent. 8 mana. So we wish. Oh, we do. We can do it, can't we? We get to wish. That makes 2 treasures. Wish for harness. Okay. Spike Field Hazard. Your face. Make some treasures. Oh my god, what a game. What a game. Spike Field Hazard your face. Make some treasures. The problem is we can't cast much card draw. Prismari Command. 2 damage, make a treasure. Which is actually 3 treasures. Oh! I can't believe this is working. Dual. Oh no, we just gotta not time out. Dual Strike. Trigger. Make treasures. Duels. Oh my god, it's hard to cast stuff with so many cards in hand on Arena. Dual Strike. Make treasures. Can we not time out? That's the question. Prismari Command. 2 damage treasure. Yeah. Copy it a few times. 2 damage treasure. Yup, copy it a few times. Is this enough? 2 damage treasure. Yup. This should be enough, right? This should be enough. Wish. Make some treasures. No timeouts left. Oh, we gotta do it soon. We gotta do it soon. Wish. Crackle for power. Where are you, buddy? Oh, oh, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, make those treasures. Make those treasures. Make those treasures. What a game. What a game. Oh. Wow. I mean, it doesn't do it all that consistently, but when it does it, wow, is it spectacular. We spent like a half hour just comboing off. We just spent a half hour storming off in standard. The biggest challenge was not timing out. Yeah, our opponent, thank you, by the way, opponent. Good game. Thank you for sitting it out because we got to see the full combo. Wow. Quick reminder as we go into our next game that our sponsor Days Card Kingdom, if you need some magical cards, you can get them by heading over to cardkingdom.com. Oh, thank you, Jolly Flying Man. I actually am very thankful that you sat through the insanity. I mean, do we even change anything? Do we even change anything? It is really fun. I can't believe you won that bet, honestly. Lear for flashback. Yeah, so we have Harness to get everything back from the graveyard. I think the worry with Lear is the potential of it getting killed when we cast like a spell. Do we have Epiphany in the side? There is no Epiphany, although it could be worth playing an Epiphany as a clock resetter. It's so funny that you have to do that. It's actually like kind of hilarious to me. It's kind of hilarious to me. I really want to try Vadric. I feel like Vadric could be really sweet in this deck. I don't know how to make room, but I feel like Vadric could be really sweet. Like the cost reduction seems, or maybe just Burgee. Is Burgee just better? Maybe Burgee's better than Vadric. Oh, wow. If you click those. Oh my God. Did you know that, chat? Did you know those things, those little bubbles above the card actually did something? That puts a card in your deck. I've probably played, I don't even know how many thousands of hours of Arena, and this is the first I've learned of that. Burgee does seem like it could be good. Yeah, discarding hand size would take forever. Let's try a Burgee. So what's uncuttable? I feel like, so the stuff that makes treasures can't really be cut. Seize the spoils, the clone spells can't really be cut. So this stuff's got to stick around. Technically, these are lands. These are counted as lands. This is counted as a land. There's not a lot of, I guess it's a smoldering egg. There's just not a lot of room. Huh. Anything else you really want to add? Yeah, I never knew that you could click that to add a card to your deck. I accidentally misclicked it. Will and Rowan. If we actually ultimated Rowan, it would be good. I do like Rowan. Do you think Arena will ever fit? Oh, Zorn. Zorn would also be sweet. Yeah, Zorn would be super explosive. I mean, we could not play the Smoldering Eggs and just rely solely on wishing. I mean, we haven't won much with Smoldering Egg anyway. Burgee, Zorn. Burgee, Zorn, and one more wish. And then if we're playing all the wishes, Duress, Negate, Professor Onyx. We can go down one of those. Go down one of those. Put a Battle of Frost and Fire in the sideboard. Destroy all non-land. What one can we cast? Oh my goodness. What one can we actually cast? Unknown versions is a ton. Oh, Devastating Mastery. We can cast it for 4 mana, and opponent gets to bounce 2 things. The amount of white mana is just so taxing on our treasures. Conspiracy Theorist, that could be interesting. I built Vadric EDH is in the deck. Vadric is not currently in the deck, but it's one of the cards that I'm interested in adding to the deck. Yeah, there needs to be... I feel like they have good tutorials for, like, very beginners on Arena, but I don't feel like they have many more advanced tutorials, which I feel like could be a good option to add more of. Duress check for traps, Baleful Mastery, negates. Do we even need Professor Onyx? I mean, I guess it's a fine finisher to tutor up. Maybe something like, all right, let's try it like this, maybe. This might be fine. Lear? Everyone loves the Lear idea. I mean, Lear is cool. How many, can we cut any lands? 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Ooh, probably not. Like, what would we cut to get Lear in the deck that is the question. What is cuttable? We added a Burgee. We added a Zorn. I mean, we cannot go Burgee and play Lear instead. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try a Lear. Let's try a Lear and see what happens. The problem I have with replacing Harness the Infinity is Lear dies. Lear only works when it's on the battlefield. So if you, like, tutor up Lear, play Lear, and your opponent's just, like, Doomblade it, with the first spell in the stack, it ruins everything. When Harness Infinity, if it resolves, it is going to give your entire hand back, and then you don't really care what your opponent has. So that's kind of my concern with Lear, is that I worry that it's then combo off instant speed. I mean, you can do some stuff at instant speed, but you can't fully combo at instant speed. So that's my concern. Not that it's bad, but that's what I worry about with it. Well, land on red, go. So yeah, we got our Zorn. We'll see how good Zorn is. Land on blue. Go. About it. Oh boy. Alright, here comes the Epiphanies. About it passes. Land on red. Zorn. Don't kill it, please. We really would like this to live. Opponent. Be nice. Be nice to the Zorn. Ooh. Huh. Well, this doesn't mean our opponent won't just counter it, but we gotta go for it. Seize the spoils. Opponent. Oh. Oh, and we miss our land drop. That's not great. That's not great at all. Opponent plays a land. Yeah, that was that's what you call a 40 for 1. Seize the spoils. Yikes, that was a disastrous turn. Still no land. Oh, but at least we got a Lear. All right, Lear. Save us, buddy. Save us. You sound like Chris Farley specifically when you say treasure. I didn't realize. Where does Chris Farley say treasure? Well, thank you, I guess. Chris Farley's pretty funny. I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment. It might not be on. Oh, see, the desktop isn't that messy. For me, I would consider this clean. This is pretty pretty clean for desktop. It's about time to... Oh, no. Yeah, I forgot. Everything got messed up with the huge Twitch hack. Well, make a treasure. Loot. Yeah, so we might actually not have Cardboard Live today just because of... Just because of that. Is there any way Lear's going to be good here? Yeah, I think we had to discard it. Discard, discard, land, go. Well, our opponent's to the Epiphany turn. My desk has like 3 columns, but I also don't use it for work that much. That would that makes it easier. Yeah, it's a lot of magic stuff. Opponent gets it. It's us. Messiness equals intelligence. I like that theory. I fully subscribe to that theory. Goldspan. Oh, resolves. Resolves? Well, get in and hit ya. But I mean, if this is Alrund's Epiphany, I think we are just pretty dead. Goldspan with Alrund's Epiphany, like those together. How do you beat that? How do you beat it? I never clean my desktop. I prefer looking at things in an Explorer window. So probably no empty space on my desktop. Oh boy. Another Goldspan. Wow. Well, I mean, if this is Epiphany, we're 1,000,000% dead. 2 Goldspans. I think it's interesting. We were talking last week about how I felt like the Epiphany decks would be better playing good cards over the Galvanic iteration, and it was Goldspan Dragon. It was Goldspan Dragon that took home Worlds. So I don't know. I mean, small sample size, of course, but maybe playing more good cards over against odds cards is a way to win World Championships. I mean, we're playing Galvanic Iteration, but from the perspective of like winning Pro Tours, it was interesting to see Goldspan be the winner. You know, when I logged into Twitch today, I had to decide between you and Pleasant Kenobi. Guess the more epic beard won. Ooh, I knew the beard would pay off. I knew there was a reason I kept this thing around. I knew it. Oh, we got nothing. We got nothing for this matchup. I wonder if this would be better as Disdainful Stroke. Disdainful Stroke stops the dragon. I mean, we bring in a couple of counters. Going on a Storm Kiln, I guess. A little fragile. Let's put Lear in the sideboard for now. I feel like Lear might just be too slow. Ooh, the bits are increasing. All right, we get to play first. Well, we can redraw. That's something. I mean, we can make some treasures. I guess this hand's not the absolute worst. What do you think about viewership numbers this weekend? On one hand, it peaked at 50,000, but on the other hand, Hooglandia had 20,000 and didn't cost millions. I mean, so I think the viewership numbers are pretty good for Magic. Like, honestly, this weekend's Worlds, it very well could be the most watched Magic event of the Arena era. It's hard to say with certainty because of Wizards, well, view botting is not the correct term, but inflating views during the early days of Arena. So it's hard to say how it compares to like the Mythic Invitational, where Twitch, the number was like 150,000, but we know that a very meaningful and pretty large percentage of those views were not actual people watching the event, but it was, I guess we got to do this. Dual Strike. We know it was not actual people watching the event, but just like off-screen embeds for advertising or whatever. But I think that it has to be considered a pretty big success for Magic. Like, 50,000 views is 50,000 views. That compares well to Pro Tour's pre-arena. Like in the pre-arena era, I think Pro Tour, like Oath of the Gatewatch or something, had like 45, 50,000 views, and that was one of the most watched, or maybe the most watched tournament at the time. So I think you gotta consider it a big success. I think comparing it to other tournaments is, I mean, Jeff does a great job running his tournaments, but I think they're just two different things. So I don't think, I don't know. It doesn't, I think if a Worlds gets 50,000 views and a Hooglandia Open can peak at 20,000 views, I think that's a testament to Jeff doing something right more than a disappointment about Worlds. That's how I would view it anyway. On the other hand, we also got the stark reminder that we're not really playing with the big boys when it comes to esports. When League of Legends Worlds was going on at the same time, and just in a whole other dimension compared to where we're at. So I don't know. I thought it was a success. I thought it was a very successful weekend for Magic, and I'm holding out hope that somewhere, someone at Wizards will look at these numbers and say, wow, maybe this is worth it. Maybe it is worth supporting this after all. That's my hope, is that there's going to be someone at Wizards that takes these numbers to mean there is potential in tournament Magic. There is potential viewership there for tournament Magic. And all right, opponent's going to sacrifice, and maybe we get organized play out of it or something. Yeah, Cedric does a great job with commentary. I think Cedric and Patrick are probably, when they're together, they're my favorite. Wow, so many hermits. They're my favorite broadcast crew, I'd say. Well, spike you. And spike you. Okay. New. Play the land, galvanic iteration. Deadly dispute. Copy it. Ooh, okay. Discard a wish. That was fine. That was a good turn. We got the Goldspan. We got the Storm killed. We're making progress. All these hermits are a little scary. I mean, what did y'all think of? Of Worlds? Like, were you happy with it? Goldspan. Well, I guess we might as well negate it. Hit ya. Voted out of 16. Land. Go. Oh, but Elrod's Epiphany. Walnut Juice. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, the deck diversity, not good. Not good. Like, if you look at the numbers, it's not good. I'm hoping that this won't carry over into the ladder. But yeah, I mean, the current standard meta is on a world / high-end tournament level is just, it's not very good. All right, there's a Geist. A Stormcone popping off would be sweet. Sweet. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I mean, that is also true. Well, we'll see. We will see. Oh, there's a Goldspan. Okay. Can we win the game this turn? Unexpected Windfall's not bad. Goldspan Dragon. Stormkiln Artist. Here we go. Here we go. Unexpected Windfall. Discard Seize the Spoils. Dual Strike. Unexpected Windfall. Are we going to make it? Are we going to beat an Epiphany deck? Is Storm the new tier 0? The quality of play was absolutely fabulous. That is for sure. Discard the land. Make some treasures. Hang on, we'll talk about worlds. Let me see if we can finish this combo turn. Oh, that's good. That's good. Galvanic Iteration. Yes. Galvanic Iteration. Yes. Copy it. Give us those treasures. I guess we should be playing another Stormkill, shouldn't we? Yeah, we should. Stormkill. Unexpected Windfall. Discard the negate. Give us them treasures. Give us them treasures. Treasure, treasure, treasure. We got the Wish in hand. Draws of guards. Draws of guards. Oh, we're going to get it. We're going to get it. We're winning against Epiphany of all things. Spoils. Discard a land. Make some treasure, draw some cards. Zorn. Oh, we're going to make a lot of treasures. Spikefield Hazard. Hit the Goldspan. Make some treasures. Wish. Make some treasures. How long does our opponent sit around before they give up? That's a question. Well, if there was ever a time for Lear, this is it. Lear. Spikefield Hazard. Make some treasures. Dual Strike. Make some treasures. And Kazul's Fury. Sack Stormkill. Throw it at your face. Make some treasures. At the face. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, the deck is so beautiful when it works. When it works, it's so beautiful. Let me play this deck all the time before Innistrad released. Yeah, we played it a tiny bit on stream before Innistrad. Galvanic Iteration is a huge upgrade. It is huge. So yeah, I mean, do you think that Wizards is going to keep doing competitive Magic? Like, that is the question. Like, we don't know. Do we even know there's going to be Worlds next year? I don't even know if we know there's going to be Worlds next year. I really hope there is. But Wizards hasn't announced anything. I'm hoping that Wizards, because of the numbers of Worlds, or at least maybe that's part of the reason why they keep doing stuff. I feel like people are underestimating how much having a tournament scene matters. I think Wizards underestimates it. I think some players underestimate it. I think it matters more than people realize, even to some people who are not striving to be competitive players. Is Bantalk allowed here? Yeah, I mean, in general, yeah, any Magic talk is super fine. We're very chill here. So, yeah, definitely banning talk is fine. Although I will say I am not calling for banning at this point. Would I be disappointed if there was a banning? No. But I'm kind of in wait until after Crimson Vow mode and see. Worst case standard, like best case is the meta is not as lacking in diversity as it was in Worlds. And some other decks on the ladder are good enough to compete with Epiphany decks, and Standard's fine. Worst case is Standard is pretty bad for a month, maybe not even a month. So because Crimson Vow is coming soon, I'm kind of fine. Are we playing? Oh, Overturf. I wonder if this is Ryan. I don't even know. There's a lot of Overturfs in the world, I'm sure. Anyway. Yeah, okay. That's a fine hand. I'm concerned Crimson Vow will just make Epiphany better with new cards. I think there's an interesting argument as to whether Epiphany is the problem or not. I'm not... I think that people hate extra turn spells. And after the last couple of extra turn spells and their impact on Standard, I cannot blame anyone for hating extra turn spells. That is a legitimate take, in my opinion. On the other hand, is Epiphany the problem? That I'm not 100% sure. Like, is Epiphany the problem, or is the problem how strong the Is It shell is? This reminds me a little bit of a conversation we were having in Historic. And the question was like, okay, is Time Warp and Brainstorm... Oh my god, we're so in trouble. Is Time Warp and, like, Brainstorm, are those cards a problem? Or is the problem that we have Expressive Iteration, and we have Faithless Looting, and we have all these other pieces that make the shell so good? I think you can have a conversation like that in Standard. Like, is it just that Elrond's Epiphany and extra turn spells are absolutely busted, and they're too good for Standard? Maybe. Is at least part of the problem that Expressive Iteration, Dragonfire, etc., 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 many very powerful cards are concentrated, and they all tend to work together. Memory Deluge to find the Epiphany, Goldspan Dragon to support the Epiphanies. Like, is the whole shell the problem rather than one individual card? Like, let's say they ban Elrond's Epiphany. Is this still going to be the best deck in the format? I don't know. It's still a very powerful shell. Like, Epiphany is really good, and it is... Oh, mana's not working out on this one. It is very good, and it is an important card in the deck, but this is still a very powerful shell, even if there was no Epiphany in it. So I think that if a card gets banned, it will be Epiphany, because people hate extra turn spells, but... and I think Wizards knows if they put out a ban announcement and it's like, oh, we're banning Expressive Iteration or whatever, I think that would be a rough day for Wizards on social media. I expect that would be the day where a lot of people freak out. We don't have blue mana. That is one of the big problems with what's happening right here is we literally cannot cast, I can cast this Dual Strike, but we cannot actually cast anything at the moment. I believe a suspension would be shown, would show if it's a single card problem or a format construction one. Yeah, well, we want a game off of against the best deck in Standard. What do you think about, can you build a green-black Standard deck? Yeah, we actually just played Old Sticky Fingers on Against Odds last week. It is already there. And also, today's Skeleton Tribal on Budget Magic. So check out the YouTube. There are multiple recent green-black decks. I mean, what do y'all think about the restriction idea? That's something someone brought up earlier. Don't ban Epiphany, or don't ban cards, I think, in general. Restrict them to one copy. Is that better than banning a card? I don't know. Like, so what's the upside? What is the upside of restriction? Like, what is the benefit compared to banning? That's my biggest question. Like, if you did do restrictions, what are we getting out of it? I feel like if you built Is It Epiphany and they're like, oh, you can still play Epiphany if you only play one, and the deck is bad, it's not really any different than if the card was banned. Like, you're not going to be any happier that your cards are still going to lose value. They're still going to be playable. So that's one concern. I guess my concern based on Vintage, whenever it comes up, is restricted formats often devolve into just trying to tutor up or draw into your restricted cards. So it's not like the cards become less important to the format. It just makes players get creative to try to find a way to get their one copy of those cards and then flash back that one copy of those cards. So I think we'd see a pretty big change in how decks are built, and how games are played, because I think you're going to try to abuse that one card. If you get one Oko, your goal is going to be, well, Oko's busted. How do I find the Oko? How do I get it back from the graveyard if it dies? And I don't know if that's a super enjoyable experience overall. I think it's an interesting idea, but I kind of lean towards not being the biggest fan of restricting compared to banning. I do think it would be, and this is a different thing, I am really curious, what if we made the cap of the number of cards you could play of a single card 3 rather than 4? I actually could see a world where that would make Magic a lot better. That would be something that would interest me. Discard the Wish for now. All right, we hit a land, make a treasure, pass the turn. I think that could add diversity. I don't think you want to have the limit be 1. I think 2 would probably still be too far, but 3, maybe 3 would make people play more cards, and we'd see more cards showing up in competitive decks. I mean, I don't think there's any realistic chance of Wizards restricting cards in Standard, so I wouldn't go selling your collection yet. More just a thought experiment. That's not something that I have heard anyone in Power really recommend. All right, there's a Chariot. Well, ooh, Ugh, we probably just got a Battle of Frosted Fire. Ugh, I don't like giving up the treasure, but I think it's what we gotta do. Battle of Frosted Fire, sweep the board. Pass the turd, about it. I mean, we're not in horrible shape here. Prismari Command can snag the Chariot if we have to. Cannot snag the Ranger class. Oh, no! Wow. Oh, boy, that is a blowout. Opponent not only managed to get enough power to crew the Chariot, but they got to... but they got to make a token too. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Okay. Huh. 1, 2. We only have 4 mana. Alright. Well, we will die? Probably die. Huh. Oh, we want our land drop too. All right, how can we do this? How can we do this in a way that... Oh, Prismari Command. Destroy an artifact. Make a treasure. Oh, no. Oh. Well, we'll see. It could still work. We need more turns than we have left, I think. We need, like... Oh, we need several turns. Our bonus has got so much pressure. Yeah, dual striking the command doesn't feel that good. We could kill 2 dorks. Or we kill the treasure in Azeka's Chariot. Do you think we'll ever get real best of 3 on Arena? What is real best of 3? Ouch. All right. That's a fast clock. Opponent pumps, attacks. Hits us for a few million. I don't know. I wonder how this deck... I wonder how this deck will hold up to a broader meta. Wait, what is real best of 3? Makes a treasure. I mean, we're going to have to try to combo this turn. I don't know if we can possibly combo far enough. Down to 4. All right. Can we win the game here somehow? Land. Dual strike. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way we can actually do it. Galvanic Iteration. That'll make 3 treasures. That's not enough. Yeah, it doesn't. So we're going to make a few treasures, but not enough treasures. This treasure is... Eventually our opponent's going to time out. All right. Well, crack it, draw a card. Yeah, we don't have the mana for Frost and Fire, so I don't think there's any... I mean, I think there's just literally no out from this point. We get 3 treasures, so it's not nearly enough, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the deck needs a little bit more time to go off. Chess timers are better. The only reason my paper doesn't use them is because it's not practical. Wait, we do or don't like? I like chess timers. I'd rather see a rotational ban list, something along the line of seasons for standard, which would hopefully keep the game fresh and new compared to set release time to correct the format, and a time of arena easier to do than ever compared to try to do it in paper. Yeah, I think that's the main challenge I see is while I do think that's great for arena, we still have the competing pressure of paper Magic. Like that's kind of that's a challenge. I think randomly, or well, randomly is probably not the best word, but periodically banning cards every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, whatever schedule it is, I feel like that would discourage people from buying into paper. I don't know. That would be my guess. Like, that's one of the reasons why I would never buy into Historic in paper, and don't think that Historic will ever be a paper format, even though it's a format that people... Yeah, I mean, we added 1 Lear as we were doing some brewing. So far, it has not seemed super impressive in the main deck. It has been a fine tutor target from the sideboard. It's very... It feels to me the same as Harness Infinity, though. I'm not sure if there's enough... I don't know. There's pluses and minuses to either of them. Undisrupted, they both essentially do the same thing, and Lear is probably slightly better because... it's cheaper. Lear is worse against interaction though than Harness. So I don't know, but we have tried a copy of Lear, and we did even combo off with a copy of Lear in 1 game. Well, yeah, we're gonna leave a sweeper in the sideboard. I'm gonna leave a sweeper in the sideboard to get with a Wish. Unbanning Omnath off the table. So yeah, that would be my concern, is that it would discourage people from buying into paper. On the other hand, if paper was not a concern, I feel like that would be excellent for Magic Arena. Like, just like Historic. Like, on Arena, Historic isn't a paper format. I love that banning's happening quickly. I love that cards are randomly added to the format. That's what makes Historic interesting to me. So yeah. But right now, Magic just... That's one of the weird things about Magic compared to other games is we are trying to maintain a paper game, or Wizards is trying to maintain a paper game alongside becoming a digital game. And those things just don't always... They don't always care about the same thing. Like, what is good for paper is not usually the same as what is good for Arena. And what is good for Arena is not always what is good for paper. And that leads to some of the weirdness that we see on occasion where to some extent Wizards is trying to please everyone, and maybe they please no one in some situations. Bear he's on a puppy play date at the moment, but he's doing, other than his weird sleep schedule, do you have any advice on how to get a puppy to sleep on a more reasonable schedule? So Bear's current sleep schedule usually involves like passing out in the... I mean, he's a sleepy puppy, but he usually passes out in the evening and sleeps to like 10 or 11, and then I'll take him out, and then he'll often be up and around and restless for like a pretty big chunk of the night. He doesn't bother me too much. He just kind of like does his own thing in the middle of the night, but it would be nice if he could get a sleep schedule where he could sleep at the nighttime rather than staying awake at night. Yeah, I guess I was thinking that too, that maybe it'll just change once he gets older. Like, yeah, this one has not gone super well. I mean, I guess the idea of this deck is if you ramp hard enough, maybe you can... I don't feel... Do you feel like Magic always used to be like this? This is something I've been noticing more and more, like, across formats. It's something that's really struck me in Modern, but it feels like... Ugh. But it feels like decks, and maybe this is just people learning how to play better, the evolution of Magic theory, but I feel like decks in many formats have become about how can I do this as fast as possible. And I hate to bring this up because I know it's been a couple of years. I think it might be partly tied to the London Mulligan rule, giving you the freedom to do that because you can play high risk, high reward cards that maybe are inconsistent, but you don't have to worry about that so much because you can freely mulligan away your hands and know that you'll end up with something reasonable. But I feel like that's become a trend. Like the amount of Utopia sprawls that show up in Modern deck and are the Teamer deck that we were just playing against made me think of it. Like the whole idea of that deck is ramp. My gold span is not going to be good enough to win this game played fairly, but if I'm be playing this on turn 3, maybe I can get in under the Elrond's Epiphanies. And I feel like we see that in Modern. We see decks that start off looking like relatively normal decks. I'm trying to think of like the best example. I don't think Sacrifice. I mean, they have mana dorks, but they don't actually play like the Utopia sprawls. Like maybe the Elemental deck is an example that it says 5-color pile. This needs a forest and it only has 1 color of mana, but it's gonna speed you into your big turns faster. So I don't feel like Magic always used to be about that. I feel like there were times when you could. John, now you gotta play Ragavan because it exists. But it feels like there were times when you could play on curve and not try to jump the curve and have a successful deck. And I feel like now more and more decks are needing to try to jump the curve to compete in the formats. Do people really abuse London Mulligan? I really see folks mulligan more than once in Standard and Historic. I feel like the impact of London Mulligans is in large part on deck building. I think that's the biggest change. Like you've probably noticed a trend towards decks playing more and more lands. We saw Aerial Grazer be a huge staple when it was legal in Standard. So I feel like the impact is pretty major as far as how you build your decks. You can play more lands because you have more freedom to mulligan. You can play more situational cards like Abriel Grazer because the risk of getting a hand where you're not going to have a land into play is minimized because you know you can mulligan to 6 and put the Grazer to the bottom if you don't have the lands because Grazer is pretty bad on the mulligan. So I feel like it has had an impact on just how people build decks. And I think there are situations where it impacts the gameplay pretty directly. Maybe the biggest one of that would be like Tron in Modern, which is, the odds of assembling Tron are much higher than they were in the past. But I feel like it has a subtle impact on how people build their decks that maybe hasn't been really completely thought through. Well, Dual Strike, go. It would be fun to see a proper neutral analysis of strategy trend throughout time. Hard to do. Categorization is as much art as a science. Yeah, that is true. I do think that this is in part because it's safer to mulligan, but also because the general power of individual cards. Ragavan is an example in Modern and Legacy, removing long-standing staples in those formats. Yeah, Ragavan has certainly had a pretty big impact on all the formats where it's all the formats where it's legal. Huge impact. Can we play this on black? Yeah, I guess we can. All right. Land on black, go. About it, untaps. And opponent. Sculptor of Winter. All right, getting the ramp going. About it. Goes attacking. Sure. Ooh, all right. Well, make a treasure. Loot. Get rid of Leer. Get rid of Wish. Untap. Well, we really need this wolf to die. Okay, wolf dead, that's good. We got hope. The wolf is gone. There's still a Vaseless Haven. I can almost hear someone say the word huge in my brain without my brain porting into Trump's voice. The mulligan rule always impacts deck building. Yeah, I think what Seth brings up a good point is there are many ways to do that where you don't have the same opportunity cost that's in the past. Yeah, that's kind of what I was meaning. Is I think so. Ramp is very good in the early game, but gets a lot worse. How do we stack this? But obviously, it gets a lot worse in the late game. So there's risk of just overloading your deck with too many ramp spells. Because if the game goes long, you're going to top deck those and it's going to go poorly. But I feel like Magic has maybe sped up to some extent, where it's kind of, you're okay with that. No, because if you can get off to a fast enough start, then it doesn't matter because your opponent's just dead. So if you can get off to the fast enough start and snowball that start into a victory, then you have dead cards left in your deck. But whatever, your opponent's dead, so there's no top decks to have to worry about. It's interesting to see how the game is evolving, I would say. Well, land on red. Oh, we don't even have a treasure to sack. Ugh. Well, Goldspan Dragon. So 4, 8, 9. We're not just straight up dead. The hard part's gonna be we're gonna have to win the game this coming turn, I think. And I don't know if we can. It's gonna be tough. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it and give it a shot. We really would like this Goldspan to live. We got one on top, but if we have to cast it, that's a lot of our mana. All right, here comes a Chariot. About it. Blizzard Brawl gives us a treasure. Well, all right, sack the Goldspan. Ooh, losing the double treasure mana is going to be an issue. Goldspan draws us some cards. Well, there's the Windfall. Oh, wow, this is going to be so close. This is going to be a wild turn. Red in 7. Oh, no. Oh, we need to be able to attack with this Goldspan. Oh, and now we can't. Okay. I don't know if we can win without the double treasure mana. That's a problem. Opponent hits us. Okay. Galvanic Iteration. So. Well, dual strike. Oh, we needed the Goldspan. We needed the Goldspan. So we dual strike. Yeah. With our treasures only making 1 man, I don't think we can do it. Well, Galvanic iteration. Unexpected windfall. Discard a wish. Well, make some treasures, draw some cards. If we had double treasure, man, I think we would have won here. We needed the Goldspan to live. Draw some cards, draw some cards. Yeah. Oh, Blizzard Brawl. The green fatal push strikes again. You might have considered having Show of Confidence out of the sideboard to Ritual with Goldie. So Show of Confidence, though, I believe. So Show of Confidence is sweet with Stormkiln. I don't think it actually works with Goldspan, though, right? Do each of the well, let me read Show of Confidence again. Show of Confidence. When you cast this spell, copy it for each other instant sword. So you've cast, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, it gains vigilance. Oh yeah, I guess it actually is. Yeah, I guess it's a bunch of separate targets. So yeah, I guess it actually would work with Goldspan. I could see playing one in the sideboard as a tutor target. So Shadow's Verdict in. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to drop the Leer. We tried it. One in the sideboard's maybe fine as a tutor target, but I don't think it's we just discard it in the main deck. I don't think it does enough in the main deck. I think I'd rather have a faster support card like a Burgee or a Zorn or something. It's just a bit too slow. Yeah, that's a sweet idea, man, Leggings. I like it. All right, we get to play first. Okay. Okay. This is a little tap landy, but that's fine. That's fine. It seems that Leer is only good if you're really relying on her instead of everything else. Yeah, I mean, Leer's definitely a powerful effect, for sure. But, I like it as kind of a late game finisher, I think. I don't know if I like it as a combo piece in this deck. Oh boy. Pack Leader. I just wrote an article about that. Foretell. It's really amazing. If you didn't read the article, you should read the article on the site, but the development of Werewolf Pack Leader is kind of insane. Like, when you consider that it started almost 30 years ago with Spectral Bears, same mana cost, same stats. When it's declared as an attacker, if your opponent doesn't have any black cards, it doesn't untap during your next turn. It has almost the same amount of text as Werewolf Pack Leader. Almost the same amount of text, same mana cost, same power and toughness, but the amount of power that this card has gained over the past 30 years is kind of insane. From not untapping most of the time when it attacks, to snowballing into wins essentially on its own if it stays on the battlefield with its card advantage. I think tracing the lineage of 2 mana 3/3s is kind of interesting. I run Treasure Storm best of 1. I like to have Show of Confidence as a ritual on the side, as well as one of Burning Hand, so you don't get hosed by Yasharn. Ooh, yeah, I can see Yasharn being an issue. Well, Gazul's Fury. Pass the turn. Oh, the pack leader's gonna start drawing cards. I'm kind of surprised that green was so bad at Worlds. Green and white were both, like, just not very good. But like, these are pretty good creatures. And you get the creature lands, and you get green fatal push. I feel like green is better than it looked at Worlds. Yeah, Watch Wolf when it came out was like a huge deal. That was like a groundbreaking creature, just a vanilla 3/3 for 2, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" And it was just like a huge thing. How times have changed. So we're taking 7 here. It could have been 10 if this Faceless Haven had come down earlier. Yeah, I mean, hi. Okay, we'll discard Prismari Command, discard a Stormkill Marnus, I guess. I mean, we're just dying. We're just dying to the big green things. Creatures have gone better and spells worse. A change in the philosophy of the game, maybe. I mean, I think spells were certainly too good in the early days of the game. Like, in the earliest days of Magic, you had Time Walks, you had Ancestral Recalls. Spells were pretty insane. So I would agree that compared to the earliest years, a lot of spells, fast mana has gotten significantly worse. Spells in general, I think, have gotten worse. I think removal spells in specific have gotten better, but I think a lot of other kinds of spells, burn spells have gotten worse, counter spells, extra turn spells, those have all gotten worse over the years. Well, I guess we're dead, right? This looks like death. Dual strike. Seize the spoils. Yeah, the clock is just so fast. I don't know how we're supposed to keep up with this. This only makes, yeah, we're super dead. I mean, our opponent just played big overcosted, or undercosted things and ran us over. Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess some of the best removal spells, I was thinking of like black removal being like terror and so forth. But yeah, swords is still like one of the best removal spells. I would say in general spells have gotten worse. And in general creatures have gotten incredibly better. I feel like, yeah, there's no way we can combo from there. We're gonna take this Leer out. Take the Leer out. Give it one more. See if we can combo off one more time. That'd be sweet. I mean, when we do combo, it's spectacular. It would be nice if we could get the consistency up a bit. The only problem is we don't combo often enough. When we do it, it's some of the sweetest turns in Standard. But how could we do it more frequently? Urnum Jin was like the most busted thing ever in the 90s. 4/5 for forward downside. Yeah, and then I mean, think about that compared to like Siege Rhino or Pelucranos or Questing Bees. Like the shift has been pretty noticeable. I felt a shift in card design when they printed Solve the Equation. Ooh, interesting. I'm getting roped right now while watching you. Is roping ever okay? Is roping ever okay? I mean, I think it depends. Roping, I think, it is sometimes okay, because there's sometimes when people actually have a reason to be roping. If someone's roping to try to punish you because you like played a card they didn't like or something, or they thought they were going to win and then you top decked and you're going to beat them, that type of roping I would say is never okay. On the other hand, there are times when, I mean, there's times I'm sure it happens on the stream where we're talking about something and the rope starts going, or yeah, we're talking about something and the rope starts going, or we're actually like trying to figure out what we're gonna cast and the rope starts going. Those situations, I think, roping is acceptable. So I don't think you can say that roping is never okay, but I do think that like intentionally salty roping, I never feel that that's okay. Well, get Zorn down. Pass the turn. This Luminarch Aspirant is growing pretty big pretty quick. Please do not kill it, opponent. Skyclave Apparition. Snowballs Illuminarch Aspirant. Well, land on red. Unexpected Windfall. It's so much nicer if we can copy it, but into two lands that aren't good past the turn. We really need them to put the counter on the Skyclave Apparition, so this Battle of Frost and Fire is a sweeper. We're just gonna die to this Luminarch Aspire putting counters on his opponent. Mila, okay. And all right, opponent decided to switch it up, thankfully, which means Battle of Frost and Fire does do things. Hits us for a bunch. Okay, we got the Battle of Frost and Fire. That means there's hope. There's still hope. Land on red. Battle of Frost and Fire. Sweep them. Away. Oh, okay, we're alive. We are alive for the time being. We get a token. We pass the turn. Can we find a way to combo off now? Opponent. Oh, this might be our shot. We might get a shot to combo here. About it. The full art Mila? Yeah, the full art Mila does look sweet. Are we beating down with the Lair of the Hydra? Looks like yes. About it. Use attacking. Well, we will block. Hopefully we can win in the next 2 turns. That's got to be our goal. Opponent pass it. Oh my god, that's a gold span. That is a gold span. Oh, that's a gold span. Okay. Stormkill Artist. Keep 1. Seize the spoils. Keep it. All right. Well, this is what we got. Will it be enough? Gold span dragon. Hit you. Get the treasure. Shipwreck Marsh. Next turn's the turn. Next turn's the turn. Come on. Stick around, Goldspan. Stick around. I mean, if we untap with our full board, I think we can do it. We should be able to. We should be able to. One more storm kill. One more storm kill before I gotta upload the podcast in a bit. Okay, Lair of the Hydra hits us for 5, but that's not lethal. And now it is combo time. Down to 2. That's fine. All right, let's storm off. Well, okay. Stormkill Artist. Galvanic Iteration. Galvanic Iteration. Make some treasures. Deadly Dispute. Make a few treasures. Draw some cards. Another wish. Ah! Bonus comes it up! A bonus comes it up! Ooh. Greetings from a fine... Hey, what's up, Josie? A fine sunny day in Northern California. Holy cow, Seth, I'm having so much fun with Vaderic and Commander. Yeah, the Vaderic deck I played for Commander Clash is pretty sweet when it goes off. And that one I built just to try to win with Worldfire. Like... and it still worked. Yeah, when this deck goes, it goes. When it actually gets to combo, wow, is it insane. So let's bring in the Shadow's Verdict. Put the Kazul's Fury in the sideboard as a tutor target. Run it like that. We did have an opponent that sat there for like 10 minutes as we went through the full combo. So you do have some people that sit through it. I mean, I can't really blame anyone. Like, if you're not enjoying someone else comboing and you think they're gonna win, Wait, so what's the problem, Rooker Dog? I'm actually confused. Oh yeah, I think that the gambling is channel points rather than bids. As far as I know, I don't know of a way that you can that you can gamble bits on Twitch. I would assume that would be not legal. Because bits are like real money, right? I would assume that they would not let you do that, but I guess I don't know for sure. Yeah, the normal when there's a pop-up about gambling on the match, that's for channel points. Storm Chamberlain, sure. And it's us. Well, we have this Battle of Frost and Fire if we can get to it. More gold spans. Well, tap land, go. Do we live long enough? That's the question. Oh, it'd be sweet to get another match win bonus. Storm Shambler takes it up. Taps. No Toskies. No squirrels. No squirrels, please. Luminarchus Pirate. Grows the jelly. Hits us for a bunch. Not quite that much. Yeah. I don't land on red. Unexpected windfall. Discard a gold span. Actually, let's discard the wish for now. Discard the wish. Make some treasures. Draw some cards. Wow, that's a lot of gold spans. That is a lot of gold spans. Okay, past the turn. We're leaning pretty hard on this Battle of Frost and Fire to keep us alive. We're taking a lot of damage about it. Ooh, Shadow's Verdict would be better than Frost and Fire. Okay, Strict Protector, sure. Wait, permanent? Okay, so we gotta draw land or we're dead. Wow. Okay, we gotta draw land to pay the tax or we're gonna die to Strict Proctor. Oh my god, we hit it. Okay, land, Battle of Frost and Fire. Wow, that was close. Oh wait, this isn't an ETB, is it? Oh, I was freaking out that was an ETB, but it's actually, it works like a, sagas are weird. Yeah, sagas are weird. They're technically not ETBs, although they work like ETBs. Back to work I go. Hey, good to see you, Josie. Thanks for swinging by. As always, thanks for the content. Please, can we get a short on how sweet Champion of the Perished flavor text is? That's a good short. I will see what I can do, Josie, if that is a good idea about it. Why are you looking at your jelly? Inscription. Okay. Hits us to 4. I'll do some scrying. Oh. If we miraculously live, we should be able to win, but I don't know if we're gonna live. Okay. Goldspan Dragon. Play the land. Huh. Goldspan Dragon. Pass the turn, stay on defense. Nope, no attacks. No attacks. We're trying to set up for next turn. Opponent untaps. Next turn's the turn. If we untap, then we should be able to do it. We got the double Goldspan set up to double our treasure mana. You shard. Huh. That is a tiny bit of an issue. Yasharn in standard, really? Really? Okay, well, in that case, Goldspan Dragon. Do some looting. Discard Iteration. Wow. Huh. Yasharn. Who plays Yasharn in standard? Hey, what's up, the Oblivious Mage? Sweet deck, by the way. Do you know the deck is spicy when every time you come back on the stream, Seth is at a lower rank? That is a pretty good way to judge it, I think. Storm Shambler. So we gotta find a removal for the Yasharn? Well, play Storm Kiln Artist. Dual strike foretold. No attacks. Oh, this Yasharn is ruining our life. Luminarch is Pirate. About it. 4 of in the green-white landfall deck. I have not seen a green-white landfall deck in a long time. Opponent. Gonna go attacking. Well, we'll block. Staying alive-ish. Removal, please, Magic Gods. That's what we need. We need our treasures to make mana. We need to get rid of this Yasharn. Oh, I want to see the combo one more time. About it. Thinking. We're going to be able to make a lot of treasures. They just don't do anything. That's the issue. Yeah, I mean, we can wish stuff from the sideboard. We do have things that can get rid of it. Not super straightforward and easy, but we do have options. We can wish a Baleful Mastery from the sideboard. We got a Battle of Frost and Fire. Those are probably the 2 main options. Sad News Bears for the 21st month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Yeah, I think Vadric could be good. Vadric's a card that we had talked about potentially playing. Didn't actually end up adding it because we added other stuff, but it's I think I'm interested in trying it and seeing how good it is. I don't know what our opponent's doing. We are getting a bit light on time to be able to answer this. Opponent. Here comes the clock. The rope is ticking. I mean, Yasharn is a sweet card. Pretty decent card. Have I played a game of EDH with Najila? If I did, it was on Commander Clash a long time ago. I've definitely played against Najila. Najila is pretty busted. Wow. Our opponent just disappeared. Well, this was not the way we were planning to win, but we'll take it however we can get it, I guess. Opponent was playing right along, too, until like has a Luminarch as Byron, and then all of a sudden, yeah. What were you thinking about Najila, Cooper? Opponent still timing out. And what do you got, opponent? Come on, we just want to combo kill you, opponent. Please, please, please. Let us storm. Let us storm before I get... Oh! Well, we go out on a winning note. Not exactly the note we wanted, but it counts as a win. Anticlimactic. I wanted to see the full-on storm go. Although, honestly, if we started storming, our opponent would probably have conceded anyway, I guess. Legging out his pirate. Oh, so what did we learn? And this actually worked out well. We played a lot of Treasure Storm, and it was not super competitive, but it's really sweet when it goes off. And we still got the 5-color Rakdos Dragon Tiamat pile that we can play in the future. So what did we learn about this deck? And we learned, well, it doesn't win super frequently. I think we won, 2 or 3 matches So less than 50% win percentage for sure. Not super consistent, a little bit slow, but absolutely spectacular when it goes off. And there's still a lot of brewing to be done. There's possibilities. Vaderick could be good in the deck. There were other cards like how many Zorns? Could we play more Zorns in the deck? Do we want Burgi in the deck? So there's brewing to be done. So homework, if you want to mess around and you got the wild cards to spend on jank, see what you can do with Treasure Storm, because the archetype is really cool. And maybe we play it more because I like the Treasure Storm archetype, and I think that we could improve it. And I don't think it'll ever be a top tier deck, but it could definitely be a at least semi-competitive deck. If we could win 50% of the time or close to it with something like Treasure Storms, that would be absolutely amazing. So tomorrow we might play some of the 5-color Rakdos, Treasure Dragon, Tiamat, ridiculous pile, another infamous small Japanese tournament deck. Not 100% sure. Kringle Meister, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. But on that note, everyone, I'm gonna run and upload the podcast. If you want to hear about Worlds this week, some Ixalan news of all things. There is tons of stuff on the podcast going to be going up shortly. The even better news is we're going to be back tomorrow with more streaming 21 hours from now. So stream again tomorrow afternoon, 2 Eastern. In the meantime, check out the replay YouTube if you missed anything. Normal YouTube, today's Budget Magic, actually pretty sweet one. Channeling our inner Richard with Skeleton, Tribal, and Standard. And one more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, like a super fair extra turn spell like Time Warp, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Let them know you want one. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing and awesome and spectacular. And thanks for hanging out this Monday afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday, 2 Eastern, to have some more fun. So until then, everyone, y'all are amazing and you're awesome. Have a great Monday night. Have a great Tuesday morning. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow afternoon to play some more Jake and have some more fun. So until then, have a great night, and I will talk to you soon.